Alright, so my last video was about nice guys, because nice guys always finish last. But today we're looking at nice girls. Yes, they exist. You guys thought you were safe? Hell no. They exist. So I went on the godforsaken Reddit again, sadly, so I could look at r/nice girls, and man, they're just as bad as the guys. So let's just get into it. All right, so my brother here starts out with beautiful, which, okay, yeah, a little thirsty off the bat, but okay. She says, "Hey cutie, what are you doing, boo?" Which, okay, there you go. They're matching interests. He says, "I'm playing my game and relaxing. What about you?" Being cute and shy. Okay. Yeah, man, that was a red card right there. Being cute and shy? Yeah, I'm good. If a woman said that shit to me, I'm gone, brother, let me tell you. But then he said, "You're already cute to me." Good. And she says, "You single? 'Cause you're my crush." Like, she types very juvenile. Maybe that's just me, though. He says, "Yes, I'm single." And she said, "Good, 'cause you're mine." She spelled "you're" wrong. I hate to be the grammar police, but... And then he said, "Am I now?" Coming on a little strong, right? So he responds with, "You just met me," which, yeah, fair enough. And she says, "Ugh, bye." She's not having it. Like, you met her just now, but you are hers. You know what I mean? I need me a girl like that, honestly. But he said, "I was joking, lol." She said, "It don't matter, bye." See, like, it's just mad juvenile, I feel like. And then he says, "I'm so confused." She said, "Leave me alone, delete my number right now. I'm not fucking playing with you." And then he obviously mocks her. "I'm not playing with you, nerd emoji." Like, cause what else do you say to that? Like, it was a joke. He made a joke. She says bye, and he says, "You mad sketchy for freaking over some dumb shit I said, but okay." And she goes full fucking 360, 180? I think 180. "Oh, I'm sorry for being mean. Come here, cutie." Like, nah, brother, what the fuck? Don't talk to women like that. Pro tip, do not talk to women like that. And he says, "What was that?" And she says, "I'm sorry for being mean." And he says, "Was that bipolar?" Because, like, yeah, what the fuck, dude? And she says, "Yes, you ask too many questions, you pervert." Like, it's raps right there. Instantly, you're getting blocked. Not, like, the conversation is not going on because they can just... this is the power that women have over men. And I'm not, like, sitting here saying, "Oh, woman bad." But there is a push towards women saying stuff like that, actually harming men. If a man said that a woman was a pervert, it wouldn't affect the woman as much as a woman saying that the man is a pervert. So that's an instant no-go because it's believe all women, So you're kind of fucking cooked if someone just starts throwing around allegations like that, especially some bipolar fucker like this woman, right? So he rightfully says, "Yeah, hell nah, I'm dipping." And she says, "Good, go away, ho." And that's the last message that it shows. I can imagine that he probably blocked her after this, because that's actually some crazy shit. Honestly, nice girls are just as scary as nice guys. I don't care what anyone says. Like, a nice guy, yes, he's like, they can be harmful, just like any person can be harmful. But for the most part, the extent of them goes, "Oh, you're an ugly bitch," right? But nice girls, they can play any card they want, and everyone's in favor of them more times than not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying, I mean, obviously it's case by case, but it's just a lot scarier dealing with nice girls, which I think is a lot more rare than a nice guy. So that's good, at least it kind of balances out, but it's just so juvenile. Okay, so this one is just one page long. It starts off, I can assume they're talking about, like, generational differences, because the guy starts by saying, "As in 21st century, not your age, dork." And she goes, "Why are you calling me stupid?" It's just, like, so socially unaware. Or I guess maybe no one jokes with her like that. But he says, "I'm not calling you stupid. Dork for me is an endearing term for when someone is silly." And she says, "Already?" Says, what do you mean? She says, nothing. And he says, okay. I genuinely hate shit like that, where they just go, okay, and then just stop responding. Because it's so emotionally immature, which, like, obviously I'm not the most emotionally mature person. I'm still in my early 20s, but when I used to talk to this girl that whenever we would get in a conflict, she would just give these short replies and then just disappear for hours. And it got to the point where, like, I would check in on her, make sure she was okay, because I was younger. But I'm not going to keep going after her to just ignore me. And so I stopped texting her. And then she hits me up like, you don't even like me, blah, blah, blah. That's just to give you an example of people like this. Just don't entertain it. Just, if they're going to ignore you, let them fucking ignore you. They're just looking for attention. So then I guess later she comes back and she says, it's better that you deleted me, asshole. That's why I don't believe what men like you say. Which is something similar that you'll see nice guys doing. Nice guys and nice girls seem to lump the gender into a group. You know, like, oh, why are women like this? Or nice girls are like, why are men like this? Just generalizing the entire gender. You know what I mean? Like, nice guys are guilty of it. Women are just as guilty. Let's be honest, guys. I'm not gonna pick favorites. Okay, so here we have this lovely lady texting, the fuck's been your deal lately? And she sends a voice message that says, this ignoring me shit isn't gonna fly anymore. You're either gonna tell me what the fuck is going on with you, or we're just not gonna fucking talk and I'll block you. To which he says, I've started to talk to somebody, my bad, and haven't had the best days. Which, yeah, okay, fair enough. If you started talking to someone else, then you'd want to let the person know that. So fair enough. And she says, that's funny because you told me you weren't ready, but okay. I think she was trying to say, okay. You're a fucking asshole. Delete my fucking number. Which, I get why she might be mad if she was, like, really into him. But then he hits us with a bombshell. He says, it's okay for you to talk to someone else. So she was talking to someone else and him at the same time, and he knew about it. But when he does it, then she gets mad. It's like the type of hypocritical woman, and there are hypocritical men, of course, but you see this often in media. Even if they're the loud minority, you'll see a lot of the female gender being very hypocritical in terms of what is and isn't cheating, even during a talking stage. But I mean, it happens on both sides, obviously. And then she responds, go fuck yourself. I fucking hate you. I fucking liked you. I had a fucking dream about being with you, and that's fucking with my head, so thanks. And then the next day, she comes back, and my luck keeps getting better because now I'm not seeing him. So you wanted someone, just not me. I get it. Bro, how insufferable do you have to be talking to two guys at the same time, right? And then when one of them gets tired of it and is like, yeah, look, I started talking to someone else, then you play victim card, and then the other guy you were talking to isn't talking to you, and you try to make yourself the victim because the two guys you were talking to at the same time aren't talking to you anymore. Like, what? Okay, so he said, no, you were talking to someone else and still saying you want to fuck, so I don't know how I felt about that. So basically, she was talking to two people, but telling both of them that she wanted to fuck them, which is, I mean, listen, I'm not going to slut shame, but there, you might be for the suburbs, you know? And then he responds, or she responds, yeah, I wasn't serious with him, and now it's nothing. Like, again, playing the victim card that no one wants to talk to her after she was, even though they're not officially together, even in a talking stage that's scummy and kind of two-timey. And you could even argue that it's not two-timey because I guess technically, like, if you're in a dating stage and you're talking to a few different people, you're not going to fully commit to one person that you're just in a talking stage with. But just don't play victim when they don't end up wanting to stick around. You know what I mean? Like, that's your prerogative. Talk to whoever you want, but don't play a victim. But yeah, I just wanted to show a few examples of nice girls. You know, I'm not going to make this a long, boring video. I'll just keep it to a short, boring video for now. And I don't know what the next video is going to be about, but I mean, I guess you'll have to subscribe and see, all right? Later.
Thought without a body ought to be the shot to take a load off. My brain is poisoned and I'm searching for the antidote, but every time I find it, my defense is